10 easy ways to save money on plumbing in your house. Here in Texas, a homeowner that is legally the filed homestead owner, this is their house, they are allowed to do anything plumbing on their house that they want to do. It's in the plumbing license laws, it happens. So here's the deal. I started making videos teaching people how to save money. Everybody wants to save money, and there are some things done in plumbing that are really easy to save money on. Now, we've already made a lot of these videos, but I want to go through and tell you what the top 10 are, and then I'm going to tell you what the number one thing is that I got the greatest comment on about a video where I taught somebody how to do something and save money. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber, and we're going to talk about this right now. Number one and number two. Okay, I know you think I'm talking about plumbing, right? Well, in a way I am. Number one and number two, we've made videos how to turn the water off at your water meter. And guys, if you live in an area that the municipality will actually let you get into the water meter box, turn the water on and off, you need to know how to do it. Matter of fact, most people in your family need to know how to do it. Why is that? Well, when I was a child, I remember coming home after school one day, walking in the house and stepping down in the garage conversion that was our living room. There's about 4 inches of water. Gotta tell you, as a kid, it was pretty cool. Problem is, we had a ruptured water heater. So I go into the kitchen, call mom, and mom says, turn the water off. I didn't know how, didn't know anything about it. Remember, this isn't Plumber Roger, this is Little Roger, the troublemaker. You know the one I'm talking about. Anyway, here's what the deal is. Everybody in your house should know how to turn the water off. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's as simple as a little valve, which takes me, number one's the water meter, number two, the valve box. The valve box is very easy, and we've made videos on this. There's a valve where you can turn the water off to your house. You may have an old gate valve. You may need to replace that and update it so that you can easily turn the water off. Why is turning the water off to your house so important? What if a line ruptures? What if a line freezes? What if it's upstairs in the attic and it ruptures and it starts flooding? What are you gonna do? The quicker you can turn that water off, the more money you can save, and the quicker it's gonna get repaired. Number three, how to stop a running toilet guaranteed. Now, we teach you in this one particular video, this is actually one of our best videos, we teach you how to replace the flapper, how to replace the fill valve, and the difficult one, how to replace the flush valve. That's right, we teach you how to rebuild your toilet. Look, rebuilding a toilet's not very easy, but with these step-by-step videos, this is something that you can do at home. With everything going on right now, maybe you don't want a plumber in your house. Maybe you don't even want to go to Home Depot. What if you got online, ordered the right parts, had them shipped to your house, and did all this yourself? This is something that you can do, and with this video, it really makes it very easy. Number four, another good one, how to use a plunger. I've got videos about how to use a plunger, how to use a closet auger, how to use them the right way, but think about this. I actually went and did a TV show one day, and the lady who was interviewing me, talking to me, said, Roger, I don't even have a plunger at home. Now that surprised me, but I said, okay, do you have any kids? She said, yes, I've got 2 boys. I was like, oh my God, really? And you don't have a plunger? Man, when me and my brother were kids, we stuck everything but my sister in the toilet. And actually we tried, but she wouldn't fit. Number five, how to flush a tankless water heater. Now, really, that would normally be higher on my list, but most people don't have tankless water heaters. Most people have a tank type water heater, but you can flush them too, or flush them out. But my video on how to flush a tankless water heater is actually really thorough, and it teaches you a lot of things that as a homeowner with a tankless water heater, it's good to know. That's one that is really a good thing to do. And really, other than a pump and a kit, all you need is vinegar. Number seven, and really, this might have could have been number one, don't use a handyman. Look, I've got videos to teach you how to do a lot of things. The cool thing about it is, most of the things that I teach you aren't very difficult to do. If they are, or if you think this is above your skill set, maybe you do want to call a plumber. There's nothing wrong with that, but at least call somebody that's licensed and insured so if there is a problem, you can get things taken care of. Most of these repairs, as long as you know how to shut off the water to your house, aren't going to be any problem. As long as you know how to shut the water off, even if there is a problem, it's something you can address really quickly. So that's why it's important to me that you don't hire a handyman, you hire a plumber, because I tell you what, you think it's expensive hiring a good plumber? Wait till you hire a cheap handyman. Then it's really going to cost you. Number 8, this is another good one. Use the right parts. I tell you what, we just did a video showing the sloppiest plumbing that I've ever seen. Matter of fact, probably the worst plumbing job I've ever seen. But they at least use good product. Maybe that's why it's still there. And I say they use good product. Trust me, they used shark bites, which I don't recommend. There's a lot of things that I don't recommend. And we've made a video about that because when you go to the big box store to buy product, they're gonna try to sell you something that maybe you really don't need. It may make it easier on you, but it may not be legal. It probably would not pass inspection. At least if you're gonna put it in, watch the videos and learn to do it right. You can also learn what products not to use. Number 9, and this is a good one because if during the first year of your water heater, and I'd say more 8, 9 to 12 months, change your anode rod. The anode rod is a sacrificial rod made of magnesium that actually sacrifices itself to replace any cracks, chips, anything at all on the inside of a tank of a water heater. That's what it's designed for. So at the end of the first year, that anode rod is probably pretty much gone anyway. But if you'll replace it then, it will keep doing that over the course of the next year. Now you don't need to do it again because honestly, it's gonna give most of itself up that first year. Anything after that should be already taken care of. You shouldn't have that many problems. But changing out your own anode rod is a good one. Now there's different types. There's the kind that just have the bolt on top where you get a socket on there and take it off. And there's the kind that in my video are attached to the outlet supply on the hot water. Make sure you've got the right kind there when you get ready to do it, but this is something you can do yourself. Number 10, how to unclog and unjam a garbage disposal. Tip and trick there, always remember to reset that red button on bottom. If you flip the switch and it's not making any noises, that can save you money right there. But unjamming it, unclogging it, there's so many times that I get calls, we need you to come out, we need you to replace our garbage disposal. We try and talk to them on the phone, we try to explain to them what to do, we try to point them to the video to show them how to fix it. And they say, no, we need a new one, we know we do. And we get out there, we bring a new garbage disposal, we're in there in about 2 minutes and it's fixed. Don't get me wrong, we normally tell them, look, you've already got us here, how old is it? If they still need a new one, we'll do it for them. But most of these things are things that people can do themselves. Now, I told y'all there were 10 great things in here to help you save money. But you know what? I'm gonna give you my biggest tip. Number 11. This is one that I got the greatest comment on ever, about how to change the burner assembly on your gas water heater. Chances are, if you've got a gas water heater, it's under warranty, and you're having problems with the burner assembly, they will send you a new one for free. If your water heater is out of its warranty, replacing the burner assembly may be all it needs to keep it going. But I will tell you this, I've got a great friend who's a plumber that is under the mindset of once a water heater ever cools down, when you heat it back up, you're gonna cause it to crack. Now, is that really true or not? I don't know. I've seen them cool down, I've seen them come back up. Now they may have developed a little micro crack, but maybe the anode rod filled it up and plugged it up so they didn't have a problem. This is one though, that if you do it right, it's a big deal. But I promise you, when it comes to gas, you wanna be safe. You wanna make sure you turn it off. You wanna make sure that when you change the burner assembly, you test it. You check it, you spray it, you look for bubbles, you look for leaks, but you test the system. These are things that any homeowner can do with the right tools and the right information. And luckily, hopefully you have found these videos and you realize now you have the right information to help you do some repairs yourself. If you've done some of these repairs before, do me a favor, leave me a comment down below and tell me which one you did. Did you watch a video? Did you have an emergency happen and did you have to turn off the water? I hope you enjoyed this video, and do me a favor, go check these videos out and tell me what you think of them, which one brought you the most value. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. I'll see you in the next video if you don't get flushed.